I think that's the other thing that's important. And one of the things I wanted to say about the preparation workshops. In my workshops, number one, the workshops are designed for no more than 25 participants. And that's done purposely because during the resume workshop, as a requirement to participate in the workshop, candidates have to bring resumes. Because I'm of the belief, and I've seen this, when you're actually working on the document throughout the workshop, you get more value from it versus taking notes and then you go back and try to apply it to your resume. It's so much more helpful, and I noticed that today during the workshop today that candidates, I was pulling resumes throughout the workshop and showing everybody and we were making changes and fixing the resumes right then and there. That way you get a result right away. With the interview workshops, I don't teach what you need to say during an interview. It's not a standard interview workshop. The title of the workshop is Interviewing 101, A Different Approach, because I'm of the belief a lot of people fail during interviews because of their approach to interviews. I tell candidates, approach interviews as if you already have the job. You just need to prove that you can keep it. That in itself boost up your confidence because you're coming into the interview as if this is my job. I just need to prove that I can keep it. A lot of the times I've noticed candidates come into these interviews and their esteem and their confidence is so low that the human resources person or the hiring manager, they're able to see that. They're trained so well that within the first few minutes they can know whether or not you are confident, whether or not you really want this particular job, and they're able to pick out weaknesses. So one of the things that we talk about during the workshop is changing your approach and your attitude to interviews. Understanding that if you didn't get the job, then that just wasn't the job for you to get. Understanding how not to bring baggage from other interviews into new interviews. Because that's another issue that I've noticed that stops a lot of people from being successful is that the baggage that they had from an interview before comes through during their interview. And those factors end up making them not get jobs that they might want to get. And then they might wonder why, they've interviewed with all these companies and they don't know why. Because most interviewers don't tell you why you don't get the job. True. They just say, thanks, but no thanks, we got somebody else. A lot of that work is the candidate's responsibility. You can find out for yourself if you really assess the interview and treat each interview as an individual interview, assess the good things and the bad things about that interview, the good things and the bad things that you felt about that interview, and take whatever it is that you needed to take from that interview into your next interview, the good things, and then have that be a new experience for you.